everybody doing? This is Ken. Welcome to the Ken Show. As you can see, I'm wearing my Cubbies shirt. Today we're going to be talking about sports. But I want you to understand, don't go picking on my Cubbies. My Cubbies are the best team in baseball. What other team has set a 102-year record for straight losses not going to the World Series? They haven't been to the World Series in a long time, but they haven't won one since 1908. So let's not go picking on those Cubbies. I want to start out with these guys that don't make the NFL teams and they end up on the practice squads. You know, it says here wanted oversized, freakishly athletic, and currently unemployed football players looking to make new friends and help the NFL franchises at the developmental level. Must be willing to some limit your ego for the good of the group, wear silly mesh pullovers, and pretend to be opposing players a lot of the time. Now, these are the guys that tried out for the teams. They didn't quite make it, but the team doesn't want to get rid of them. So what they end up doing is they end up on the developmental squads, or they end up, what the heck do they call them, on the practice squad. These guys make $5,200 a week minimum. So don't feel sorry for these guys that didn't make the team. They're still making a good buck. $20,800 a month. I could handle that. How about you? Hey, Venus Williams, at the U.S. Open, she had this nice little sequence outfit and sequence shorts and that, but problem was it kept riding up on her, so she kept pulling it down. Now she beat 18 seed Shara Peer in straight sets, but it got to be so ridiculous. CBS started having a tug count, so she also beat Peer 42-4 in the tug count. This is really getting bad for entertainment, folks. From the Associated Press, over the weekend, a golfer's routine swing in the rough at Shady Canyon Golf Course in Irvine, California, struck a rock. Okay, except the rock caused a spark. And the consequences were it burned down 25 acres of land. It took 150 Orange County firefighters to put the blaze out. It's funny, but it's not funny. No, it's funny. Hey, so let's go to Yahoo Movies. Did you ever wonder what the stars did before they became stars? Well, how about George Clooney in 1988 did Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Not the original Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. He did the sequel. And in 1988 also, Julia Roberts did Satisfaction. Girl Band was a dud at the box office. Jennifer Aniston did Leprechaun. Before she was Rachel, Jennifer Aniston was Tori, the heroine in this yarn about a magical psychopath in green. Okay. Angelina Jolie did Cyborg 2, an action thriller. Post-apocalyptic gung fu flick. Gung fu? You know what I mean. The original had Jean-Claude Van Damme. This one had Angelina Jolie, and she was very young. She played a killer robot. Demi Moore did Parasite in 1982. It was a trashy sci-fi horror yarn, but it turned out to be a pretty big surprise hit at the drive-ins. So it didn't work out too bad for her. And Denzel Washington in 1981 did Carbon Copy. They said it was a forgettable flick. Starts a wacky comedy about racism before awkwardly shifting to a dramatic denouncement. So maybe that's why Denzel did so few comedies. But back to the real world. These Cubbies, don't pick on them. 102 years, or 103, depending on how you count. That's a record. That's a record that'll stand probably forever. What other team can go 102 years and not win a World Series? I mean, let's look at the Chicagoland area. The Bears won a Super Bowl. The Blackhawks won Stanley Cup. The Bulls won 6 championships. The Wolves, the other hockey team, they've won a championship. The Cubs are the Cubs. They're lovable. They play in a beautiful park, and they're setting a record. So that should make all you Cubs fans out there feel real good. The Cubs are setting a record, one that will probably never be beat. It may not be the kind of record they want, but it's the kind of record they got. So hey, I want to thank you for tuning into the Ken Show. If you would, please subscribe. I could use subscribers. Leave a comment. We're just getting started on this. We're working out the bugs. And we'll make some changes along the way. But thanks a lot for looking in on me. And keep tuning in. This is Ken for the Ken Show. Goodbye.